So, Golden Age Volunteers Network welcomes all the participants to GAVN webinar. GAVN is one of the unit of Project Yug Parivartan, and Project Yug Parivartan is a very large vision through which a coordinated effort of large number of people is being structured so that we can collectively create the Golden Age ecosystem by doing the social reforms, political reforms, economic reforms, spiritual reforms, as well as the physical infrastructure reforms. And support and help from all of you is very critical in making that happen. So it's like bringing all good people, good initiatives together so that their synergy can help each other perform better. So we will cover these agenda items today during the webinar. First is, why do we need Yug Parivartan? What is the need statement for Yug Parivartan? Then we will talk about what is Project Yug Parivartan Synergy Platform. Then which eminent people have synergized with Project Yug Parivartan vision so far. We will give you a glimpse of those people so that you can get understanding how wide Project Yug Parivartan has already spread. What is the journey traveled by the Project Yug Parivartan movement so far? Where are our footprints? We will explain that. And what is in it for you in Project Yug Parivartan? So why you are being called and why you have attended. We will align our why so that we can have a meaningful association with each one of you. Then how to become a member of Project Yug Parivartan mission. So all that will be covered in the webinar today. So let's start with, why do we need Yug Parivartan? Without any need, right, there is very little stimulus or intent that gets created. You know, necessity is the mother of invention. When there is a necessity, then human beings are forced to take the steps to fulfill that necessity. So Yug Parivartan is a necessity today. And those who do not accept that Yug Parivartan is a necessity, I hope you will get some more glimpse to decide otherwise. So let us try to understand what is our work. Every human is here to work, right? And our work is nothing but understanding the living entities and non-living entities and associate our existence with them so that we can create something meaningful. Now these living and non-living things are connected with each other through energy flow. This we also know through science and also through spirituality, that there is nothing but energy flow happening between all of us, right? Now the direction of energy flow is very, very critical. If the energy flows in the wrong direction, it creates problems for human beings. But if the energy flows in the right direction, it creates solutions. So what we need to do is, we need to make sure that at least we are not part of the problem and we are part of solution. So this entire ecosystem is organized by a group of human beings through various structures, various organizations, starting from a very an individual who is himself an organization. We will talk about individual organization also. Then up to the level of United Nations. All these organizations are organized so that we can collectively solve the problems of this ecosystem. So let us see how we are organized today. So as I said, at the individual level, the most basic level is individuals. Group of individuals at the personal life becomes a family, and group of individuals at the professional life becomes a workplace. And both these units of family organization and workplace organization live in a city. So city also has to be organized. These cities have to be organized as districts, and districts have to be organized as states or regions or province, and multiple states have to be organized as one country, one Rashtra, and the entire world is nothing but a collection of countries. Now if the energy flow anywhere in any organization is negative, going into wrong direction, it will create problems. But as soon as we move that into right direction, it will start creating solution and we will start recovering. Just like a ripple effect can be produced to create problems, similarly a ripple effect can also be produced to create solutions. And Project Yug Parivartan is that initiative which is here to create the ripple effect of solutions. So we will learn about how to create that ripple effect and what is your role in this overall scheme of things as a volunteer to create golden age. Now, these organizations have to be aligned with eternal principle because universe doesn't care how we are organizing ourselves. Universe will give us effect of the action only on the basis of its own principles, which are called as eternal principles, and sometimes they are also called as Shashwat Siddhant, universal principle. Every action and reaction of that action happening in the universe is only on the basis of eternal principles. So if we have not understood these eternal principles, we will take our respective organizations into wrong direction, right? So we will learn how to work collectively based on these eternal principles. So when we solve a problem, we need prior knowledge of these things because every step that we take need to follow a process. Every process must follow a direction, and every direction should lead to some ideal destination. So even before we take first step of what, we need to understand all of these, right? Just like take an example, Google Map. We seek steps to move forward from the Google Map. But Google Map asks us some inputs without which it will not be able to give us direction. First is destination. Where do you want to go? Unless you put that, you cannot set your direction because direction is nothing but a straight line connecting the source with the destination. So now, in order to create Satyug or golden age, we need to understand where we are today. What is the current problem situation? Because if we don't diagnose the problem properly, we will not be able to produce the solution properly, right? There will not be a straight line that we can draw unless both of these are known, right? Google also, Map also asks these things, source and destination. Now, a straight line connecting the source with the destination is called as direction. And this is where we need to move together. As we have learned in the first slide, that if we move in the wrong direction, we become part of the problem. Only when we move in the right direction, we will become part of the solution. So Project Yuga Parivartan is here to create large number of solution providers, integrate them together so that they remain in the right direction towards the right destination. So we will talk about what is the destination, a picture of destination, and we'll also show a glimpse of source where we are today. Now after knowing this, Google Maps asks us about the process, medium, vehicle that you want to choose, right? Whether you want to go by walk or by two-wheeler or by car or by train, and tomorrow it may also show by flight, right? It will show you the flight path also, shortest path. Okay. Fourth thing is process, material, means and resources required. Now once all of these are known, it becomes easy for Google Map to give you steps, action items, action plan. Okay, go straight these many meters, then turn left, then turn right. All that diversions and everything Google Map will be able to tell. So path, action plan and steps to reach from source to destination. What is happening in today's world is this role has to be played by mentors, gurus, and many mentors do not know the destination clearly. Why this role is to be provided by leader? Leader has to provide the direction, but they themselves are misdirected and taking the world towards a very grave situation. Third, managers are responsible to manage the process. But if the direction and destination itself is not known, then all good process, including the AI, robotics, and machine learning, everything, new technology, will not be able to create Satyug or golden age unless direction and destination are corrected. They are taking us faster towards a more drastic situation of the ecosystem, because the processes are getting optimized to an extent that humans now need not even think. Everything is available through AI, right? But what about direction destination? AI cannot give you that. For that, we need to activate a faculty within us which is beyond the reach of AI, right? Finally, workers are responsible to work on the action plans and walk on the path. So if these three roles are not being played properly, workers have very limited say and very limited impact on doing the right actions. So what we are going to do through Project Yug Parivartan is that we are dividing the human civilization into various Project Yug Parivartan chapters. And each chapter will be a collection of 1000 families. 1000 members having 1000 families will be part of one chapter, and in each pin code of the country we are creating one chapter at least, right? So for that we are creating 4 networks. To address the what, we are creating Golden Age Volunteers Network, for which you are attending the webinar now. To address the how, material, means and resources required, we are creating Golden Age Business Network chapters. To address the direction, we are creating a chapter of leaders, which we call as Self-Actualized Leadership Network. And to aggregate the mentors, the 4th and the most important role, we are aggregating mentors under Self-Realized Mentorship Network. So together these 4 will address the 4 roles, their efficiency and their direction and destination. Of course, we will also use all the technologies and AI. Process as such has no problem if the direction and destination are corrected. Now, relating that with the roles, as I said already, the role of mentor is to teach the source and the destination. Role of the leader is direction. Role of the manager is process, and role of the worker is walking on the path. And these are the 4 roles which are eternally provided by the universal principles to us. Eternal principles have given us 4 objectives of human life: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Okay, so if a person is not aware, is not conscious about what, how, why and who, the person is inactive towards the problem solution. Ignorant. Moodchit. This is the state of moodchit. If the person at least know the work, what to do and what not to do, right? Very clear about what to do, what not to do, but he is not aware about the materials and means, he is not aware about the direction, and he is not aware about the destination, then he can work as a effective worker. At least he can walk on the path given by the other 3 rules. Uska dharma yahin tak hai कि he does the right काम, right? Now come to the second role. Second role is of the manager role. Managers are like resource managers, business managers. People who are businessmen, they are managing the resources of this country and the world. They need to clearly know the economy. They need to clearly know the earth, right? And what is the right Artha Vyavastha? As we have said, as part of Project Yug Parivartan, we are here for economic reforms as well. Right Artha Vyavastha is when the minimum material is used and maximum productivity is produced. And this material is both material, Jad Tattva, and human resource, Chetan Tattva. If we utilize the human and material resource efficiently, then we can build a great Artha Vyavastha, economic system. And the responsibility for that is on how, right? Now, these processes are different in different countries. In India, we do not have 2 good processes to deliver the services. That's why we are still following the unoptimized process. And correcting the process. Manager is just responsible to execute those processes. It is the leader's responsibility to correct those processes, right? To build those processes based on dharma. If the leader doesn't know dharma, dharma means why something is to be done, need, direction, righteousness. If the leader is not aware of that, he is giving wrong direction. That means he is doing adharma. And when he is doing adharma, the managers will not do earth, they will do unearth, right? And workers will change the definition of calm from work to lust. There are two definitions of calm. One is work and another is lust. So their work, they will work for their lust, right? Managers will do unearth. Leaders will become adharmi. And why this happens? Because mentors have not understood moksha. Unless the mentors teach from the state of moksha. And what is moksha? Moksha is the knowledge of destination. When you reach to the destination, you will get moksha from the journey. Any journey, it terminates, it ends at the destination. So the soul also has a destination. If it stays at the destination, it can perform best. The role of the soul is, so this is the role of worker, that is body within us. This is the role of manager, that is heart within us. This is the role of leader, that is mind within us. And this is the role of mentor, which is nothing but soul. So if these four roles are not corrected, then Yug Parivartan cannot happen. So we all need to come together and do our dharma as per our role. Guna Karma Vibhag, classification based on quality of thinking and quality of action. It is not based on birth, right? You must have known that in ancient times these four roles were called as Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, right? So these names got corrupted later on. Their meaning got corrupted, but they are still eternal. These are the four roles: worker, manager, leader, and mentor. And managers should not be there to exploit workers. Their role is to develop the workers. Leaders are not there to misuse the managers. Their role is to develop the managers into leaders, right? And mentors must develop the leaders into mentors. Then only we can say that we are in the right path. So as I said, this is the consciousness of body. People in body consciousness can only do work. People in heart consciousness can manage. People in mind consciousness can lead. And people in soul consciousness can mentor. Right? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, and Shakti, Bhakti, Yukti, and Mukti. In rhyming words, body needs Shakti, heart, Man needs Bhakti, mind needs Yukti, logic, and soul needs Mukti. All four of these must be fulfilled for everyone. That is the kind of ecosystem that we want as Satyug, right? Okay, now so we have talked about golden age, dark age. Let us just see a quick glimpse of what is a dark age. A dark age is nothing but when the resources are shrinking. The world is fighting based on for resources, right? There is a huge geopolitical conflict and struggle for resource. Second is inflation, when things starts going out of our hand to buy, to purchase. Climate change, we all know that where we are heading. Corruption, pollution, not only the pollution of air but also the noise pollution, soil pollution, water pollution, space pollution. Space is polluted when we are not having enough space. Although space, out of these five elements, earth, water, fire, air and space is the infinite one. If the space shrinks, they don't get their own space, then they will not be able to perform. So pollution of space means they are not getting enough space even though it is an infinite element. Then comes blind faith customs. Surprisingly, in 21st century also, with the AI generation right there, we are still following several blind faith customs. Rich poor divide. Business models are built these days not to bring prosperity to everyone's life, but to bring profitability to shareholders. That's the main objective, right? Due to which rich and poor divide is continuously growing. Crimes, right? Criminals are always one step ahead of the police. This is what we have learned since our childhood. And today also this is true. The technology is not being used by only good people. It is also being used by the criminal mindset people. And that's why cyber crimes are increasing by the day. आपके पास चोरी हो जाती है और आपको मतलब आपके घर में कोई आया भी नहीं और चोरी करके ले गया, ऐसा भी हो जाता है. देन रिसेशन, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, इंक्रीजिंग डिजीजेस, डिप्रेशन, ये सब कलयुग की निशानी है. All this is pointing to a dark age or VUCA world. VUCA world is nothing but volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous. Volatile matlab it can collapse anytime. Uncertain means we don't know where it is heading. Complex means the more we are trying to simplify it, the more complex life is becoming. And ambiguous means that there are multiple schools of thoughts getting recognition in the world which are actually speaking totally contrary to each other. एक दूसरे के अगेंस्ट बोल रहे हैं पर दोनों की रिकॉग्निशन है. So that makes the overall ideology, geopolitics, everything ambiguous. And this ambiguity is misused by the people in the power. Now we need to do a great grand effort of the level of a Yug Parivartan to make a U-turn from this situation. And why U-turn? Because we have to change the direction completely. We are heading towards a completely wrong direction in 180 degrees. So we have to take a 180-degree U-turn so that together we can build the golden age, where people are doing great contribution. They are independent from blind faiths and understand spirituality, adhyatam clearly. Price stability, oneness between people, no division based on caste, creed, culture and religion, no poverty, robust economy, peace and prosperity everywhere, health and welfare proactively maintained, no crime, everyone employed, those who want employment, high engagement between employees and also between citizens. Instead of smart cities and choked cities, we need to create wisdom cities or wise cities. Perfect climate, strong minds, resource abundance, no terrorism, productive workers and citizens, and no pollution. All these are objectives of Yug Parivartan. So from the direction of separateness, we need to come back to the direction of oneness. When we move towards the body consciousness, we get separated because each body is different. Right? If there are 800 crore people on this planet, there are 800 crore different bodies, right? But when we move towards heart, तो एक मनता हो जाती है. We get connected, we build relationships. So 800 crore may reduce to only say 100 crore, 100 crore man, 100 crore hearts, right? And when we move further in the consciousness and reach to buddhi level, intelligence level, and build strong systems based on good intellect, then maybe we will remain 8 crore minds. And finally, at the level of Atma, we all need to become one. Because there is no mathematics, there is no separation in Atma. Atma is only one. We need to build an ecosystem of Ekatmata, right? And I hope you all will contribute greatly to build that. So it's a choice that we all need to make, whether we want to take the world towards the golden age or towards the dark age. And the first step that we need to start doing is actions in right direction. If it is right direction, we are contributing towards right destination. Actions in wrong direction anyways are contributing in creating dark age. We keep blaming others for dosh drishti, that others are contributing in creating Kalyug, but we all are actually participating in creating Kalyug. So this is the mission and vision statement of Project Yug Parivartan. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharat abhyuthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijamya. What does this mean? It means that whenever and wherever somebody forgets dharma, righteousness, yani ki loss of direction, if somebody feels loss of direction, he is lost. Right? We are lost. If we forget about the destination while in journey, we are lost. Life is also a journey. If we forget the destination of human life, then we are lost, right? So yada yada hi dharmasya, whenever and wherever there is a loss of direction, right? Abhyuthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijamyam. To show this direction again, to bring the world back to right direction again, I create myself. Now what is this I create myself? It is the who which creates the why. Atma nourishes the mind. If you get the Atma Gyan, it will nourish your mind. If your mind is nourished, you will be in right direction. So this is the latest meaning of this shloka. This is the Yug Parivartan Bij Mantra. Now second is Paritranaya Sadhuna. So now it is talking about the objectives, right? Create to kar liya, but what we will do? Hoga kaise? How? That is given in this shloka. Paritranaya Sadhuna. That means develop and network good people. People who are at least seeking the right direction, even if they are in wrong direction, but they are seeking because they need guidance, right? So Paritranaya Sadhuna, to elevate them and integrate them. Vinashaya cha dushkritam, to reduce the negative energy and de-network the negative energies, because they have also created synergies, they have also created syndicates, they have also created collaboration groups. So we have to reduce their energy. Dharma sansthapanarthai, to establish what is the right direction. Dharma sthapana means show the way, show the path. By becoming a leader, show the path that this is the right path, right? There is no Brahma Vakya or final word of God that is recognized by everyone on this planet. So how these right directions are identified? They are identified based on the deeds and work of the high conscious people. What are the praman? What are the evidences that we use to justify what we are saying? We use justification based on Aristotle, Newton, Maharishi Patanjali, Maharishi Gautam, Krishna, Ram, Buddha, Jesus, and various eminent scientists, Muhammad. All these people are considered as direction providers, right? So if all these directions that are there in the world are not able to solve the problems, then we need a new direction, new and clear definition of direction based on eternal principles. Then only dharma sansthapanarthai can be achieved. Sambhavami yuge yuge. So this happens, ये संभव होता है, this becomes possible in every yug, and yug is nothing but a big period of time, era, complete era. So there is a cycle behind it, and if we understand that cycle and understand where we are today, we can bring it to an ideal situation. This is the Chaturyugi cycle, cycle of consciousness. It keeps working, just like there is a cycle of day and night. After every day there is a night, after every night there is a day, right? Then there is a cycle of seasons, right? It keeps moving. After all seasons, the same season pattern starts again. Annual cycle, daily cycle, then annual cycle. Now third cycle is consciousness cycle. What is the mindset of the people? Consciousness of the people. So if people are in wisdom consciousness, which means Niruddha Chit, where their observer is perfectly fine, then they are in Satyug. The consciousness is in Satyug. Then if it declines to coordinate number 2, it comes into intellect consciousness. Atma ki consciousness lost, but buddhi ki fir bhi bachi hai. Right? Sense of direction hai, but understanding of the destination is lost. Then we are in Treta Yuga. When we lose even from there and reach to the emotions consciousness, people start taking decisions from their subconscious mind, then we can call it as start of Dwapar Yuga. So Dwapar Yuga is where the subconscious mind is operating. This state is called as Vikshipta Chit. This is Niruddha Chit, this is Ekagra Chit, this is Vikshipt Chit. And when people become egocentric, body consciousness, then it is start of Kali. And at this stage, people become Shiptachit. Shiptachit means whatever stimulus you give to them, they will consider that as an attack. Now, finally, when we reach to this level, zero level, then we are in law of inertia. That is Mood Chit. Mood Chit means whatever problem stimulus is coming, he will not do any action. Shift Chit means whatever problem stimulus is coming or whatever is coming, it will consider as an attack. Vikshipt Chit means directionless, double-minded. Kabhi idhar, kabhi udhar. Right? So any stimulus you give here, it will go into ambiguity. Ekagra Chit means whatever problem stimulus is coming, this person can at least judge that with evidences. And Niruddha Chit means even if the problem stimulus has not reached to the door, this person can proactively solve that. बाकी लोगों को पता भी नहीं लगता ये लोग ऐसे ऐसे काम कर जाते हैं कितने कितने generations की problem solve कर जाते हैं. And all this is there as part of our design, each one of us. So through Project Yug Parivartan, we will activate that in several people. Right now we all are here, which is ascending Kali Yuga. And if we don't do our acts together, there will be increasing number of wars in the world, increasing number of economic attacks, increasing number of natural disasters, and increasing number of technology negative impact. All this will make ecosystem collapse to the dark age. Right? It will collapse to dark age. So we all need to come together, synergize so that we can take it from 6 to 7, 7 to 8 and finally to 1 and complete this cycle. Okay, now there is a cycle of cycle also, right? All these things are Anadi and Anant, beginningless and endless. They are Sanatan. And this is the reason why only Sanatan principles can bring us back to the golden age. इस सनातन को समझना पड़ेगा. We need to understand what are these eternal principles regardless of our religion. We can keep our religion as is, as you are following it, but we need to understand the principle, working principle of this human machine, your own human machine. If TV is working based on the principles applied to a TV equipment, then it will remain effective. But if it stops following those principles, then it will become defective. Similarly, if human machine is being used with principles, then you can produce desired effect. But if you don't do that, then you will produce defect. Simple as that. So we have designed a clear mapping of all 800 crore people in the world based on their consciousness level. We will discuss this in detail in SALDP masterclass. Helpless, this is seeker level. Helpless seeker, when his needs are fulfilled, he becomes survivor and his role is inefficient worker. Similarly, when we keep growing, we have a different seeker level, different fulfilled level and different provider level. A human being can reach up to the provider level 9, visionary avatar. P1 is incapable, inefficient worker. P2 is submissive, efficient worker. P3 is carefree, inefficient manager. P4 is diplomatic, inefficient manager or efficient manager. P5 is rational, that is inefficient leader. Starts leading. All the skills of leadership are developed, but destination is not known. Then such person rationalize each and everything, even negative things. Right? You can see there is a rationality war in the world today. Like Zelensky has his own rationale of being in the war, Putin has his own. Right? Biden has his own rationale and now Donald Trump has his own. And everyone is justifying their rationale. Right? From P5 level, it is still not a solution. So for that we need to move to P6 level, efficient leader. Then P7 level, Anandamaya Kosh, blissful, inefficient mentor. Then P8, reflective, efficient mentor. And finally, total Samadhi is visionary avatar. So based on where your consciousness is, your performance will be recognized by the world based on these provider levels. And all those people who have performed really well are being recognized even today. Right? All these names, Ram, Krishna, Buddha, Jesus, all these names are avatar names. Why? Because during their times they have performed something so gratefully that it is an evidence even today to get the direction. So, relating four aims of human life with the objective of Yug Parivartan, as I said, these are the four objectives, goals. And for this, we have done a very grand event in Delhi recently with the name Project Yug Parivartan Udghosh. For worker, working efficiency, we have this goal of Sankalp Vishwa Kalyankari Bharat. For efficiency at earth level, we have this Sankalp to make Bharat Vishwa Dhan Rishi. For establishing Dharma, direction for the world, we have this Sankalp of making Bharat Vishwa Samrat. The world governance must be created by Bharat based on eternal principles. The next United Nations 2.0 must be built into Bharat. And we have to start from here only. We are 15%, more than 15% of the world's population. Right? More than 15% of the world is there within India. Right? And finally, to bring moksha to everyone's life, we need to make Bharat Vishwaguru. So, Sankalpa Vishwaguru Bharat, Sankalpa Vishwa Samrat Bharat, Sankalpa Vishwa Dhanrishi Bharat, and Sankalpa Vishwa Kalyankari Bharat. And accordingly, we have made every PYP chapter having this Sankalp. Right? Sankalp Vishwa Kalyankari Bharat is given to Golden Age Volunteers Network, GAVN, for which you are attending the webinar now. संकल्प विश्व धनऋषि भारत बनाने का गोल किसको दिया है? इट गोज टू गोल्डन एज बिजनेस नेटवर्क. संकल्प विश्व सम्राट goes to self actualized leadership network, and sankalpa vishwa guru bharat goes to self realized mentorship network. These four networks together form one chapter of PYP, right? So which we will learn now very quickly. So let us talk about what we will do. What is the destination that we will achieve by collaborating the efforts of large number of members, right? So we will build miniature Satyugs, which we called as WISE towns, worldwide integrated services ecosystem towns. All the services of the world will be integrated to give a Satyug-like experience to people living in these WISE towns, right? And within WISE towns there will be WISE villages also. Collection of these WISE towns and WISE villages. So every WISE town will have all these features related based on eternal principles. There will be peripheral components which will be built again to make sure that there is no energy loss, and all the energy flow that is happening within the WISE town is going into right direction. Blocks of 4 WISE towns, and such blocks together will form WISE cities. And 10 such WISE cities will be called as one WISE state, and 10 WISE states will be called as one WISE country. And collection of all these countries will form WISE world. WISE world. Utopian vision. Ideal vision. We need to chase the ideal. Several people feel, oh, it is too utopian to be true. The fact remains, whether you accept it or not, that if you are not chasing utopian world, when you are not chasing an ideal destination, then you are chasing, you are contributing, you are putting all your efforts in chasing a wrong destination, unideal destination, right? So we need to make world one country, one workplace, one God, one family, ek janma bhumi, ek karma bhumi, ek dharma bhumi, ek phal bhumi. And that can be achieved through yoga, oneness, integration, utopia, satyug direction, destination, right? And we need your support in making that happen. The entire vision of Yug Parivartan is documented in this book titled Code of Citizens' Conduct, wherein all the existing philosophies, religions, leadership doctrines, even atheists, rationalists, right? All of them can find a direction and destination through code of citizens conduct. You don't need to leave your religion. You just need to upgrade your consciousness to code of citizens conduct. There are two meanings to this word code. One is code of conduct as a citizen of this planet. Second is source code of your design. How we are spiritually designed. If you understand your design, you can utilize this machine to the maximum. This human machine to the maximum. And we are creating this synergy platform by integrating various organizations by correcting their direction and destination. Right? So all organizations of the world are invited to become part of Project Yug Parivartan, including United Nations. United Nations is the biggest and most powerful organization in the world today, but it is also not very well designed to create a kind of very effective ecosystem or peace and prosperity to everyone. Right? So we need to support UN and upgrade it so that eventually they also participate in this large movement. Now, which eminent people have synergized with Project Yug Parivartan vision so far? We are in the process of bringing more and more people connected to the system, but so far we are able to bring these many. And you can also contribute in introducing more people to our platform. So all these people from various religious backgrounds, spiritual backgrounds, various political backgrounds are participating as speaker in our Golden Age summits. Right, PYP Global Summits and Self-Actualized Leadership Summit, these people have participated as speakers. So they belong to various different sects, very different religions, political backgrounds, all of them are welcome. It is a synthesis, confluence of every such school of thought. From the political world also, we have got representation from several political parties. We are in the process of bringing other political party representatives also into our summits. Then from the education world also, we keep bringing educationists, professors, doctors to our platform so that they can educate our members about the thought leadership that they are carrying. Then at international level, although the global Udghosh of Project Yug Parivartan will be done on 4th June 2030, but we have started like bringing some international speakers also on our platform. From the social reformers list, we have plenty of people who have contributed about the work that they are doing and sharing that insight with our members so that members gain a lot of insights related to social work. From thought leaders perspective also, several people have participated as a thought leader speaker. From business world also, we keep inviting people to share insights related to business so that all the four networks GAVN, GABN, SALN and SRMN can be empowered. Now, what is the journey traveled by Project Yug Parivartan movement so far? Our footsteps, our footprints in various cities. So we have, like I personally traveled to 35 cities in 17 states of the country so far to do offline events. Now, to cover every pin code of the country, we are moving completely towards the online mode, and offline events will be delegated to the state teams of various states. So it is a good opportunity for you to become part of even not just a member, but the management of Project Yug Parivartan chapter, management at district level, state level, and even country level. And those who qualify greatly, they can even become part of the global level organization also. So several cities are covered, most of the highlighted cities. Then I keep doing networking with several eminent people so that those connections can be utilized for the growth of members. So people from several different streams I keep connecting to so that I can inject the seed of Project Yug Parivartan into their minds also and create a ripple effect of that promotion to go further. So these are all the people that I have personally met. There are several more. We'll add their pictures as soon as we can. Now coming to you. what is in it for you, how you can become part of this grand vision, how you can elevate your consciousness by riding the various stairs of S1 to S6, right? How you can become a citizen of golden age. How can you take your family towards the golden age, your next generation, build an ecosystem for your next generation so that they can arrive in the golden age rather than a deeper, darker age, right? So, what is in it for you? So, as I mentioned, we are here to do the overhaul of the entire planet, entire civilizational reform, right? So, various organization levels are being created so that we can address the various levels of ecosystem organization with the appropriate talent. So at the most basic level, we have a chapter, we have a target to create one chapter in each pin code of Bharat by 4th June 2030. And this is where we need your maximum support, right? So chapter is led by chapter president. Then there is a district team, organization level 3, which is governed by district director. Then at the state level, we have organization level 2 team, which is led by state director. And at country level, we want to create one chapter country president in all countries of the world, starting with India, and then at the global level, which will be led by the chief yoga officer, a person who can integrate the entire world into one organization, right? Now coming to chapter for which we are doing a webinar today, each chapter, as I mentioned, is having 4 networks. For Calm, Golden Age Volunteers Network. For Earth, Golden Age Business Network. For Dharm, Self-Actualized Leadership Network. And for Moksha, Self-Realized Mentorship Network. The entry point is Golden Age Volunteer Network. You can enter through Golden Age Volunteer Network, GAVN, and then upgrade your membership as per your liking. Who all qualify to be a member of Golden Age Volunteer Network? Those who want to associate as a volunteer, those who want to become a field volunteer, or those who want to lead the teams and become senior volunteer, and those who can lead large teams and become a team leader. All those are invited. What will be there in the Golden Age Volunteers Network? Social service networking. So far you must have heard about maximum business networking. But here we have social service networking. What will it achieve? Community development, skill development trainings to these members, and volunteering for causes whenever needed. Right? Now comes Golden Age Business Network, GABN. What kind of members can be associated here? Associate member, general member, elite member, and corporate member. What is this platform? This is about referral networking. To elevate the Artha of this country towards Sone ki Chidiya and make Bharat Vishwa Dhan Rishi. Right? What can you gain from it? You can gain resource pooling, barter, new business leads, sponsorships, and investments. Right? So if you are a business person, then you can join through GABN also. Mission networking, self-actualized leaders network. Every leader is supposed to be on a mission. But mission should not be done in isolation. Because if you divide the world's problems into major categories, it will not be more than 100. United Nations has clubbed that into only 17 goals. Right? So if people are leading a particular goal, a particular cause, there will be, like for every UN SDG, there will be lakhs of people who are working on each UN SDG in a mission mode. So why shouldn't they network? So there should be a mission networking platform which is provided by our SALN. Working on all UN SDGs, doing research and development so that new solutions can be found, and we facilitate problem solving discussions on all the 17 sustainable development goals. So you can join here as an affiliate member, emerging leader member, senior leader member, and impact leader member. What are the qualifications required for all these levels? We will tell you once you become a GAVN member. So as I said, entry point is GAVN member. After GAVN, I'll do a thorough one-to-one with you, and based on your mapping, we will map you to an appropriate membership. Then comes ideology. सोशल सर्विस नेटवर्क हो गया, बिजनेस नेटवर्क हो गया, मिशन भी नेटवर्क हो गया. व्हाट अबाउट आइडियोलॉजीज? This is where the maximum fragmentation of wisdom has happened. The world is divided into various ideologies. So ideology networking is done through scripture reading and discussions, spiritual Q&A sessions, and spiritual discourses and retreats. So if you are a spiritual aspirant, you can join here: life coach, philosophical guide, and enlightened masters. So the mapping with SRMN is through this. So together they are calm, earth, dharma, moksha. Body, heart, mind, soul. Right? All these have to be corrected. Now, once you become a member, what kind of empowerment will result? What are the benefits? So first, you will get a community environment of like-minded people. All those people who are into building golden age, they will become your fellow members, right? That will give a good impetus to whatever work you are doing. So as I keep traveling, in 35 cities we have got members and people connected with us. Second, we have done close to 500 events so far, out of which around 200 would be offline in 35 cities in 125 venues, right? So you'll get a lot of opportunity to be part of organizing the public events, right? Third, training assignments. So as we are here to do civilizational overhaul, there will be a lot of training that you need to take, and there will be a lot of training that you need to give as a member also and as a person in mission mode. We have to keep training people to bring them to Satyug, right? People don't know their own benefits also, so even benefits have to be taught to all the people, even to the downtrodden people at the last person on the planet. Then you will get volunteering opportunities in various causes. We keep participating in our own events and several other organizations events who are associated with us. So you'll get an opportunity there. You can aggregate your NGOs also with us so that you also get volunteers from GAVN members. Then for GAVN, new business leads, because it's a referral networking system, you will get new business leads from other fellow members. Then for Gyan, self-realized mentorship network, you will get opportunity to participate in wisdom book circle, reading scriptures together through online mode, offline mode. You can form wisdom book circles and learn from other fellow members, learn with them, in fact. Seventh benefit is product and service discount. So we are aggregating the services and products provided by all our members. We have a plan to create an app so that members can give discounts, heavy discounts to each other, right? There was a talk with already built application, but that could not materialize, so we have to build it ourselves. That will take some time, but your chapter people, you can directly contact even through app to get product and service discount. Collaborative learning environment, barter opportunities, skill sharing. You will get an opportunity to share your skills with fellow members. By sharing, we learn, right? As a effectiveness coach, Stephen Covey has once mentioned, when we learn with the intent of teaching, then you learn deeper, and when you teach to learn, then you will get a further deeper understanding of that subject. So when we teach, we understand it better. Then sponsorship opportunities in each other's events and missions. Collaborative product and service offerings. You can network with other members to produce a new product. Suppose you have one product, another person has product B, you have product A. You can together come and offer a product C. This is for enhancing the Arthvyavastha of all the members. Then human and material resource sharing. All the idle resources can be utilized within the PYP platform. Investments in each other's mission. We have got several investments from the members into our organizations, and several members have got investments through the network built through the PYP platform. Then business coaching, there are several eminent businessmen who are part of as a membership in PYP. We will connect you with them also. Then partnership opportunities, shared services, mission networking. As I said, we keep networking our mission with several missions. So you will get benefit of that also. Then ideology networking, we keep meeting with gurus. So you will also get an opportunity to be part of such travels and such meets wherein you can network with other mentors as well. Then influencer networking, whose influence, you can also bring your influential people into the network, and network influential people also can be utilized by you. Then opportunity to work on PYP wise town projects. Now, how to become a Project Yug Parivartan member? Very simple. The next step is to schedule a one-to-one meeting with me, or if you have understood sufficiently, then you can directly enroll as a member by paying a very nominal fees of rupees 1100 for the entire year. Within that, you will get the entire training which is mandated for Golden Age Volunteers Network member, and you will also get the forum GAVN assembly in which you have to participate every month. Total time investment would not be more than 5 hours per month, and total money investment is less than 100 rupees per month. This is the process to become a GAVN member. If you want to schedule a call, you can join our WhatsApp group. This will prioritize the scheduling, and for others, we are sharing a link through which you can register for the one-on-one. Great. And the member onboarding process will start once we receive your form and payment. We'll start your member onboarding process. All people are joining at national level, and once national level forum becomes bigger, then we break it at the state level. Then state level forum becomes bigger, we break it at the district level, and so on. Finally, a pin code level chapter will be created. Within next 5 years, every pin code will have a chapter. Right? Top-down approach is the fastest approach. Bottom-up takes a lot of time and resources. Right? I personally do not need to meet every person offline, but yet we can provide the guidance and direction and systems to all of you. Tomorrow there will be millions of people becoming part of Project Yug Parivartan. So best way is online and through a systematic way. Of course, once efficient state leaders are created, then state leaders can do the offline events in their states also. We have given the link to schedule one-to-one, and we have also given link to become a member directly. Okay. So thanks everyone for joining us today at Golden Age Volunteers Network webinar. We look forward to you becoming a member of GAVN so that your contribution in creating Golden Age can start manifesting. And if it is already happening, then it will get a great acceleration. Thanks everyone. Namaskar. Bye for now.